The group also mentors kids at local schools.
See, if you can stabilize the home, then you can help stabilize the neighborhood. If you stabilize the neighborhood, you can stabilize the city.
I brought you your backpack.
My son was going through a lot, and by him having Pastor Lee as his mentor, he changed I seen a complete 360.
It is an amazing thing. I know the feeling because I experienced it. I had great people in this community that poured into my life, and even though they passed away, it wasn't what they left to me, it was what they left in me.
Reporting in South Bend, I'm Monica Murphy, 16 News.
Tonight, the Michiana community coming together during a prayer service for 15-year-old Tyler Brown. The South Bend teen was shot on Thursday night while sitting in the passenger seat of an SUV near the intersection of Johnson and Elwood. ABC 57's Levon Whitaker was at Leaper Park earlier today for the gathering. He's live now in studio with more. Levon?
Yes, Brenda, people close to the case tell me Brown was struck in the head by a bullet while sitting in his father's SUV. Now he's at Memorial Hospital fighting for his life as loved ones came together today praying for his recovery. 15-year-old Tyler Brown hospitalized and fighting for his life just days after I'm told a bullet struck him in the head. Friends, family, and community activists say it's time for the city to come together.
Everybody's affected by this, and it just has to stop. We have to find a way to begin to love one another as human beings.
Hundreds filling the parking lot at Leapers Park so that they could be as close to Tyler as possible as he recovers across the street at Memorial Hospital. One friend leading the youth in prayer.
I want us to get our words up. We speak of life.
After having his peers speak about how they feel.
I feel like it was God. Like I told my cousin, I said, I don't even remember what I said when I went up there. I felt like emotional.
Emotional not only for Caitlin, who has been friends with Tyler since they were kids, but for everyone standing around listening to her speak faith into Tyler and his family.
Everyone was like, it's okay, it's okay. It wasn't a sad feeling. It was like a happy feeling, a jump of God inside of me. It just felt so good to see all of the youth come down.
The crowd drawing in families, along with former and current teammates.
Right now we need to be together more than ever.
As they support Tyler through an emotional and difficult time.
With so many kids who have been touched by Tyler, we thought it was important to bring people as close as we could to the hospital, Leaper Park, tennis courts, and have a time of prayer so that these young people could be part of the blessing and the miracle.
In that last check, we're told nobody has been arrested as Tyler continues to fight for his life while family and friends on the outside continue to pray and advocate. For the 15-year-old, if you know anything about what happened, give Metro Homicide or Michiana Crime Stoppers a call. Live in studio, I'm Levon Whitaker, ABC 57 News.
What's up? Welcome to Just Cuz Podcast. This is Just Cuz, DJ Cuzzo, and I'm here with Canneth Lee. What's up, Canneth Lee? How you doing?
Man, I'm glad to be here, man.
All
glad
right.
to be here with you.
I appreciate you for coming, man. I appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come holler at me. Got a few questions for you. Want to know some things. Just know about you. You're a big, important figure in the community right now.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, for real. You out here, and you do a lot. You know what I mean? What's some of your titles that you have?
Well, first of all, I'm pastor, senior pastor, Kingdom Christian Center Church, and then I'm the director of the Group Violence Intervention / Stand Against Violence Every Day, SAVE, for Goodwill Industries. Mm-hmm. And then I'm First District Councilman for the city of South Bend.
What is the job of the District Councilman?
Well, the city is broken up into six districts. Uh-huh. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Then you have 3 at-large councilmen who are pretty much they cover the whole city.
Right.
So the first district councilman, I handle the district from around Elwood. I have a very weird district. It's very big.
Okay.
Almost all the way to Michigan.
Wow.
But then also Portage, downtown, some of that area over there.
Okay.
So, and basically what you do is you're the advocate for the people of the community. When things need to get done, they can call on you, and you can help guide people through city government to get things accomplished. And we basically, we're the ones who vote on the budget for the city.
Okay.
So how the city is going to spend money, we're the ones who make that decision.
So how many districts is it?
It's 6 districts.
6 districts. So all you 6 people get together and vote on what needs to be done.
What's going on for the city, yeah.
Okay.
So the 6 councils and the 6 district councilmen, and then the 3 at-large people who represent the whole city. 3 people represent the whole city.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what is SAVE?
SAVE is Stand Against Violence Every Day. We're the outreach portion of Group Violence Intervention. Group Violence Intervention is the community, is a 3-pronged approach. Is the community, it's social services, which Goodwill is a social service provider, and then law enforcement, all working together. Instead of arresting people, it's trying to give people another option, so that they don't get arrested, so that they can get their life on track. And we go out and we try to help people get jobs. We help them with their child support. We help them with whatever barriers they have to have an abundant living. We help them knock down those barriers so that they can be productive.
That's some important stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when the big expungement clinic that went on, a lot of people got their driver's license reinstated.
It was lines all the way everywhere. That was hectic.
Yeah. You know what? The wonderful thing about that was Judge Andre Gamage. He was really the
leader of it.
The leader of it. Yeah. But he got the other judges and the prosecutor on board
to get involved.
And then we got involved. I got involved as a pastor and then as SAVE, because you know, some of the barriers that our people have, man, your driver's license expired or your driver's license is suspended, and or you had a felony.
It keeps people from advancing.
Yeah. We had a guy, man, broke down in tears because he said he couldn't go on field trips with his kids because a felon can't go to the schools, you know? So he was like, I can't be a good father to my kids because of my record. I can't go and be an escort on the trip. Right. But he said, after I got that done, now I can go and be a productive father for my child. So
that's a good job.
You know,
that was a cool thing, and it was happening all over the city. It was like a reunion for me. Like I seen people that I haven't seen in years.
Exactly. It was people flying in. They didn't even know if they was gonna be. They bought a ticket to fly in to be a part of that. Wow. But that's the good thing, man. You know, a lot of what I'm seeing and what I'm learning, and especially being in this role as a GVI coordinator, director, and then also as a city council, our people don't know the process.
Right.
So a lot of people just stay out there and they've never had anybody take them by the hand and show them this is the process in order to better your life.
It's like a lack of knowledge.
Yeah. The Bible says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And so what we try to do is, we're not trying to hold this to ourselves. We want to see as many people as we possibly can be productive and do something with their life.
Right. So tell me a little bit about Canneth. Where'd you go to school? Where'd you come? What's your upbringing?
I'm from the North Side. I was born on Elmer Street, 1930 North Elmer. I live right behind the house I was born. Wow. On Hughes Street. And all my brothers and sisters still live in the neighborhood that we grew up in. And I went to Marquette, Dixon, LaSalle, you know. And I love the North Side. I love that. That's where I'm from. That's where I grew up at. And, you know, and now when the opportunity came for me to run for city council, I had no plans of doing that. Yeah. But the guy who was the city councilman stepped down, and the community asked me, would you be interested in running for city council? And so I prayed about it. I talked to my wife, and she said, let's do it.
Right.
And God allowed us, it was like 14 people that ran. And out of those 14 people, I won the first round.
Wow. So how do you feel like you're doing as a city councilman?
You know what? What I love about my life is that all the things that I do helps, is all part of my wheelhouse. You know, as a pastor, there's things I can do for people as a pastor that I couldn't do as a city councilman. But there's things I can do as a city councilman that I couldn't do as a pastor. And then there's things that I can do as a GVI director, help people get jobs and getting them hooked up and all that stuff that I couldn't, you know, all of these things all work together to help serve people. And that's what it's about, man, serving the community.
Sound like you're dedicated to what you do.
I love helping people. And my thing is seeing people better themselves.
Right.
You know, I had people like Charles Martin, Lynn Coleman, Gladys Muhammad, Karen White, Charles King Sr., so many people, Reverend Sylvester Williams, so many people believed in me as a kid. And I just try to give back what people gave me and pass it on.
Right. I remember back in the day, man, you did some managing, man. You did some managing for a music group.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, back when I was in high school, myself and Charles King,
yeah.
It started out called Little Dog Productions.
Okay.
Then we changed it to King Lee Productions.
Right.
And I think that passion to do something and use my mind has always been with me ever since I was a little kid. And so in high school, man, we you know, Boys II Men, Jodeci, all these groups, H-Town, all these groups was coming out. And so we connected with some talented individuals who were in South Bend, a group called Harmony.
Okay.
And then also a group called New Style.
Okay.
And then we had a girls group, and I can't even remember what their name is now. But we wanted to get into the music business. We wanted to, and you know, I sing a little bit, and Charlie kind of played keyboard, so we wanted to get in the music industry. We thought it was exciting, just like it is today. You know what I'm saying? And
I see that y'all. I know a little history myself about it, and I see that you guys got it far.
Yeah,
you guys got.
We actually had hooked up with Joe Little, who's still putting out music now from the Rude Boys and his management group, and we went to Toledo, Ohio, and recorded and they were working for Travail Records, which is Gerald Levert's record label. So we got to be on a showcase that Gerald Levert was sponsoring, and he was a great influence. He believed in the group, and we thought that it was gonna happen for him.
Right.
But if you've seen the 5 Heartbeats, you know what happens. There's always somebody.
Hey, I heard. Well, right now you can. Is this true? That you guys was kicking it with Gerald Levert and hanging out with the Rude Boys.
The Rude Boys and Men at Large. Yeah.
Men at Large, yeah.
We did a showcase for them, and you know, it was a great experience as a young high school boy out of South Bend, going to a different city, staying in the hotels and being around celebrities. And it was amazing to me to see the response people gave those guys, because they were celebrities. They had records out and they were on BET, you know. So
this was before social media, way before.
It was the only thing we had was BET, and we had Video Soul and and all of that, man. But you know, it was a great time in my life. And you know, I just look back with great memories.
That's what's up. What's up with the kids?
Yeah.
What's up with the kids in the community? And give me some experiences that you. Is it the parents? Is it the kid? Is it
you know, as we're out in the community trying to talk to people, and I realize that we got to do prevention and intervention.
Okay.
Prevention is we go before they get started in this life,
right,
you know, and become an influence in their life.
Right.
Or when something happens, we go and try to intervene and try to stop them. So that's how we operate with SAVE. Okay. And so we're in the schools. We go to the elementary schools, high schools. what was happening is we were getting called to the schools when tragedies was happening. And I said, I don't want to appear as like an ambulance chaser and only there when tragedies happen. I want to build relationship with these students so that when something is going on, they know that they got some people that they can talk to. And so for the last 4 years, man, before COVID, man, we had built such a great relationships in the schools. We was at Rise Up, we was at the Crossing, all the high schools. We were going to their lunch hours, bringing games, snacks, and treats.
Yeah, I seen a lot of that stuff, a lot of footage and stuff like that. I checked it out, man.
Yeah.
You guys have been doing an amazing job in the community. Church, when did you get into preaching?
Actually, man, I preached my first sermon when I was probably in the 6th grade, man.
Wow.
From the time I was born, my grandmother always said, you're different than everybody else. You got a call in your life. And a lot of things, when I was doing that music stuff, my grandmother was having a fit.
Yeah.
She would call me, tell me off, and hang up on me and tell me, what you doing ain't the Lord's will for your life. You're supposed to be saving souls.
Right.
Not out there shaking your behind and all this stuff.
The usual.
Yeah, all that boom to boom.
Yeah.
And she was right. She was right. And so, actually, in a couple of weeks, man, we're celebrating 20 years of ministry, of pastoring.
Okay.
I started pastoring at 25, right after September 11th happened.
Wow.
God started speaking to me about coming back home to South Bend, and we started in my parents' living room with 11 people, and about 7 of them was kids, you know.
So you started pastoring in your living room.
My parents' living room on Elmer Street. Yes, sir.
And you took it from there
to Elwood Street.
And got the building.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
For a year and 9 months, I drove back and forth from Indianapolis because I had a great job working for a radio station as a salesperson. I had bought a house at 21. Wow. So I was living a great life. I had VIP tickets to everything, Pacer games, concerts, everything. I hadn't paid for anything.
I know you then, but...
Yeah. I think you might have been dating my niece back then. Y'all been together forever.
Yeah.
But, you know, and God really, I closed $200,000 of business.
Okay.
Which was a great commission check. And the Lord said, I want you to leave on top. I want you to go back home because your city needs you.
Right.
And I did, man. I rented my house to some people I knew. And I came back and I was back in my bedroom as a kid.
Wow.
Pastoring a church, man. Wow. And God has been good and allowed us to just turn that area on Elwood into something really amazing where people feel like they can come in and be at a church where you're not going to get judged, but you're going to get the truth and walk out uplifted.
That's what's up, man. Do you incorporate how real you are into your sermons?
Yeah. I hated church when I was a kid.
Right.
And so I never had an intention of being a pastor, but this call of God is so real. And when God calls you, he qualifies you, he equips you. And so I always try to make it where people can understand it and relate to it. You know, when I was growing up a kid, I didn't know what they was talking about. And they never told me how it applied to my life. Right. And so I always try to make sure that people see the Bible in a different way and bring it into terms where you can understand it in 2021.
Like cater to the youth.
Yeah, cater to the youth. But it is so crazy because the older people can understand it and the little kids can understand it. So we try to bring clarity to the Word of God so that everybody walk out of there and families can have a discussion. Your son always tells me, man, I understood it. I always ask him, did you understand what I'm talking about? Yes, I understood it. It was good, yeah.
Yeah. But what would you tell a child going through these days, depression, suicidal thoughts? Because all kids don't want to hear what God have to say. Like, all kids be like, man, don't be throwing that God stuff, or whatever. So how do you encourage, or what would you have to say to a kid going through hard times and different things like that?
I always say this: rebuke without relationship causes offense. What
does that mean?
A lot of times people want to tell you what you're supposed to be doing. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing that.
Right.
But they've never taken the time to build relationship with you, to understand
why you're doing what you're doing. Okay.
So before I rebuke you, I want to build a relationship with you, because when you have a relationship with somebody, there are things that people can say to you that because of the relationship that other people can't say to you. And sometimes people really want to know how much do you care about me before you try to tell me
what to do in my life.
Yeah. So I always try to build relationship, get to know people, and then, you know, and let them tell me what they need, and then show them how they can be able to apply God's word to their life and how it will work for them. Because a lot of people have not had good relationships with church, you know. A lot of people have misconceptions of what pastors do, and that every pastor is shady and just trying to get your money and all that stuff.
Yeah, because I hear, I on that tip, I hear a lot about, you know, pastors being on that type of stuff, man, and you know, it makes it uncomfortable sometimes to go, you know, and get some good word, you know, just not even just the gospel, but just some good knowledge of some things, you know. The gospel is always good. But just to get some knowledge of some things, and you don't want to, me personally, I don't want to listen to somebody who's doing wrong telling me what I need to do right.
That's right.
You know?
And so you got to live this before the people. You got to live it at home. My kids see me honor God. You know what I'm saying? I ain't up in the pulpit and then at home I'm cussing their mama out, mistreating her. No.
I'm a witness to that.
Yeah.
I see it firsthand that you really do carry out your mission.
Yeah, I just know only way to be is genuine. And if you're going to win people, you got to be genuine, because people can recognize fake all the time.
Yeah. So let me ask you this real quick before we wrap up. Is it any way that people can get jobs through what you do?
Most definitely. We have a career center at Goodwill that's free, where they'll help you, you know, do your resume. They'll help you job search. They'll help you whatever you need. And then if you come through the program that we have, you know, you do an 8-day class, a job skill readiness class with Beverly King, who is Pastor Charles King's wife. And she does a phenomenal job of building people up so that they can go to the next level. Then after the 8 days, you do work experience, where they'll hire you at Goodwill. It's a paid training program. And you can, you know, they evaluate you, see if you're a good worker. And if you're a good worker, we'll help you try to get jobs for the city, jobs, you know, at companies.
Has it been successful?
It's been very successful. Last year, during the pandemic, we helped over 556 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you could just walk into Goodwill and just, is it like a class, or what is it?
It's you come into our admin building. We have a career center.
Okay.
Okay. And they have them.
And you sign up for it.
Yep.
And stuff like that. I seen that they was giving like even jobs to like 15 and.
We created something called Little Homies.
Yeah.
You know, because in the street, you know, you got the big homies and the little homies, and you know, we just trying to make it applicable.
Yeah, and that's good.
And you know, a lot of these young kids, because of the lack of what they have at home, they are looking for somebody that's going to care about them, you know what I'm saying, and look out for them. And that's what the big homies do. They look out for the little homies, right? Tell them how to navigate, how to move, and how to do this. Well, I figure, why don't we take that approach with young kids coming into work? And we've had some that has been terrible experiences. Because if you've never worked a job, you know, you come in straight from the hood, going to a job, it's an adjustment period. But that's what we're there for, to try to, you know, work with them and coach them and tell them, you know, you can't just get paid and never come back to work. You know what I'm saying? You can't call off in your first 30 days. You know, they need somebody that can help them navigate. The other thing that I'm really excited about is we do this thing called Wash Wednesdays.
Okay.
And it started based on the work that we were doing in the schools, where we had kids who were coming to school dirty, you know.
With drugs.
Dirty. Dirty clothes, man.
That's the other dirty.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, dirty clothes.
So we
hygiene type.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a church to donate a washer and dryer, brand new washer and dryer, to the school. And we thought that'd be a great idea for the parents to come wash the clothes. And, you know, that'd be a way for the school to be able to engage with them and all that stuff.
But at the same time, you don't think that's embarrassing?
That's what we found out, is that it was embarrassing. Now, if the kid comes to school dirty, they can give them a shirt and wash the clothes there. So I was so determined because we had a young boy who, I mean, it was bad. You know, you could see it. You could see it and smell it. You could follow him throughout the school. And so I went to Burtons Laundry, and I was like, can I buy gift cards or whatever? And the owner of Burtons Laundry said, Pastor Lee, if you will come to my Western store, I'll give you the detergent, I'll give you the laundry, everything for free.
Wow.
And he said, y'all just got to manage it, make sure nothing crazy go on.
Right.
And we've been doing that for almost 2 years now.
Wow.
Last year, we washed over 24,000 pounds of dirty clothes in a year.
Wow.
And we've been able to provide that for families and for kids for free.
You got them numbers, man. You throwing them numbers out, man. Y'all got document?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, you know, a lot of times with nonprofits, if you don't keep your records, it never happened. So one of the things that we do is we document everything. We keep, because we have to report out what we're doing. Right. And so that's the way, and not only do we document it, we have pictures to go along with it. We have videos to go along with it, because we want to see that there are some people in this community doing good things and inspire hope, so that those that may be going through can find somebody, can find some hope to try to turn their life around.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
You do a good job.
Hey, man. Thank you, man.
You know, some people might say what they say. You know, what you got anything about the people who say what they say?
You know what? I don't.
You took that pause.
Yeah, I had to think about that because I was about to say something. But this is what's up. You know, in this time with all the things that's going on in the world, man, this is the time when us as Black people have to work together.
Together, yeah.
We got to work. So I don't engage in the mudslinging and all that stuff that people do because I'm too busy. I got too much to try to do. So I just want to, hopefully, that whatever we do inspires somebody. And the greatest form of flattery is people replicating what you're doing. So we just want to make sure that people are inspired and can know that it can be done. And so I'm proud of you for stepping out and trying to figure this out, man, because
something. I mean, I just always had this vision, man. And people need to be heard.
Yeah.
You know, the news don't report the people in the community like they should. Yeah. Especially in our community, the Black community. Yeah. They don't report people, just people who are figures. You know, and we know them all our lives, and other people don't know about them. Hopefully, these videos reach somebody, and somebody view them. And you know, I know when I put them on Facebook, it might be like, "Oh, I ain't watching that," you know? But somebody else might watch it.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
and we know that you know how to get people's attention.
I'm trying to work on that.
you done got better, man. You know what I'm saying? But man, this is what it takes, man. Is being creative. You know. All of us got creativity. Something got put inside of us. Right. I'm just have been blessed to find it.
Right.
And
you got your niche. You found your niche.
Reverend Sylvester Williams told me this when I was in high school. He had given us a radio show. We were on a trip. And he said, Canneth, if you find your niche and begin to work it, the world will open up to you.
Right.
And those words have rang so true in my life. And that was back in 1993.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I'm doing the same thing you're doing, trying to reach some people. You know, my dad is actually an evangelistic minister. He's in Florida. And all my life, I've been knowing the Word of God all my life. And I salute you because you got a lot of hats on. And you taking care of your business. You know, as far as I done seen you, you know, you've been a good dude to me. You've been a good dude to the community. You know, people might say what they say, you know, but if I don't see it personally, then I can't base it off what everybody else say. And I want everybody else to understand that if you don't see this man himself do anything wrong, don't base what people say as him being the way people say he is. So just let him show you who he is. You know?
Yeah. Dude, you can outlive a lie.
Yeah.
That's one of my mottos.
What you do for fun?
What I do
like
for
when you
fun.
kick it, what you do for fun?
You know, spending time with my wife.
That's what's up.
Letting her spend my money.
Shout out to the wifey.
Yeah.
Spending the money. Shout out to the wifey, man. Charisse.
Charisse, yeah. She's doing some amazing things. And
yeah, she got the clothes.
$1. She would be mad at me if I didn't say this. Kingdom Closets on the corner of Elwood and Huey Street, 2113 Elwood Street. People donate really nice clothes to us.
I've donated.
Yeah, and we make sure it's $1. It's $1 for people, and in our hood, you know, there was nowhere for a woman to buy a dress or anything, and so she came up with this ideal, and
it's more than clothes in the Kingdom Closet too. What else you got in?
She has her she has her Charisse's Pieces, which is customized baby boxes where she does blankets and names of the kids on the clothes. Then my sister Mia has
Whipped by Mia.
Whipped by Mia. Yeah.
That's shea butter.
It's the shea butter.
Yeah.
And again, it's a place where we're trying to, you know, instead of waiting on somebody to provide something for us, we created our own small business incubator and trying to help elevate people. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
you watch any good movies?
I love movies.
Okay.
I love Amazon Prime and Netflix. That's, you know, I love going to the movies until you know everything shut it down. That was one of my favorites is to go to the movies, and sometimes I go by myself. Just to enjoy movies and that. So I love traveling. That's you know, when you're working all the time, you're always working. But when you can get away and get a break, you know, I love seeing new places.
Well, I'm proud of you. You know,
thank you, man.
And I'm glad you're doing something in the community to help our people.
Yeah.
Not only our people, we got, you know, other colors of different races and stuff like that need the help as well. And I just respect the fact that you got so many hats on, man, and you're able to control all those different positions you in.
It's God, man. Again, when you find your purpose, find your niche, you know, the world opens up to you.
Right.
And so you just got to be, you know, you got to be careful what you ask God, what you want, because He'll give it to you.
Yeah. Anything you want to say? Anybody? Any social media handles? Anything you want to give to the people?
If you ever want to hear an inspirational word, you can go to my page, Canneth Lee, on Facebook. Our Sunday sermons are always on the page, and group violence intervention. You can go to Goodwill, www.goodwill-ni.org. There's job postings right now. They're hiring people right now. They got a job fair going on as we speak. So,
wow.
So if you're looking for employment, you can reach out to us. You can go to Facebook and look up SAVE, SAVE, and find out about how to register for Wash Wednesday and whatever else we got going on.
Don't be embarrassed.
No, don't be embarrassed. And you know what? To hear the messages that people leave, you know, or
stories.
The stories, man. You know, one lady was like, I didn't know if I was going to be able to wash clothes or buy food for my kids. So this helped her be able to get the kids' clothes washed. And that's what it's all about, man, is these children. A kid act better when their clothes is clean.
And I want to say to the people that want to try to help and make a difference, I had I was on a podcast the other day, and I mentioned Saved, and I said, Save, it's like, we can't just be like, yeah, they out there saving the community. They out there doing a good job. We got to be, they want our help too. You know, you guys want our help too in the community as well. So I was just wanting to say, don't just stand on the sidelines. See what it is that you can do to help if you want to help.
You know, we need the OGs. We you know, and you know, we had this stigma of people think, oh, they're the police, man. We are not the police. We're social services. And I tell you what, if you get in trouble, you're gonna want to call one. And man, we've been able. No, we did an event last week. The prosecutor for child support was out there in Miami Hills. We're in Miami Hills. and the prosecutor from child support is there, part of our Goodwill on the Go, and people had the opportunity to ask questions of the prosecutor about child support issues or whatnot, and not have to worry about, you know, getting arrested. One guy walked up and said, "Man, I want to put myself on child support." Wow. I was like, "Oh, for real? Wow. That's what you sure?" But that's what we're trying to do, man. It's, you know, we have a group of African Americans who are really trying to make a difference in the city, and we get it done, man.
Okay. Well, I thank you for joining me, Kenneth. Out of your busy schedule, man, and I hope you come back and give us an update.
Anytime you want to come back, you want to come back. In fact, man, we might need you, get you to DJ for us for some more events, man.
Okay, that'll work. I actually talked to what's his name?
Isaac.
Yeah, I talked to Isaac one day, and he said something about that, you know, just play some music, you know, during some events and stuff like that. Yep. So I'll be honored to do that. Yeah. You know, I'll be honored to do that. Yeah. If I'm not busy or working or whatever, that'll be right up my alley. So
yeah, man. And again, man, I'm so proud of you, Carrie. I'm
thank you.
And your wife too. You know, that's my niece, everybody. So I'm just keep it 100. But I've seen her grow so much being part of the church. And
she does a wonderful job.
She is amazing. She is my wife's go-to girl.
Yeah.
And we appreciate her too.
That's what's up. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Love you, man.
Love you too, man.